source has been located. Area is uncontrolled. We need you to lock it down. Copy that.
What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to some more Mass Effect 3 multiplayer gameplay. This is post-DLC Earth stuff, but we've already covered all those classes, and today we are going to, I'm going to be showcasing the power, something that has been part of the game that is not really hasn't really been too utilized, and is underappreciated, kind of like the Falcon, is the ability to tech burst. It makes, I shouldn't say weak classes, but it makes classes that are normally viewed like, as like underpowered, and in a sense they still kind of are, but you can make up for a class's lack of power by saying, is this class capable of tech bursting? And if you can tech burst, then you've got yourself a pretty solid class. Now it's like tech bursts isn't some crazy form of space magic that will make you better than like a Geth infiltrator with a piranha. Unfortunately, it does not work like that, but it's still pretty competitive. Oh my god, I should have been able to get off a big tech burst there, but this Krogan is going crazy, stealing all the kills, a crazy maniac. And so what a tech burst is, and I kind of covered it a little bit in the Cure Save video, Platinum for Dummies, I think. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth here. No jumping around. God damn, jumping all over the place. So Tech Burst is pretty much the tech version of biotic combos. Damn, don't shoot me while kneeled. I'm totally expecting it. Jeez. Fighting Geth, keeping me on my toes here. Tech Burst. Tech version of a biotic explosion. Hits up to 4 guys, and I think, don't quote me on this, I'm not sure if it's true, but it has a added effect versus shields. Tech Burst shields, overload, blah blah blah, kind of makes sense. Teammate, what are you doing? Who was that? Uh-oh, he revived himself, that'll work. Don't spawn it in there. Okay, we'll go this way. The way should be clear, and I won't go through Geth Prime. Oh, maybe not such a good idea after all. Don't forget, they kind of added the ability where you get stomped in the face. What the hell? I pick it up. Usually when you revive yourself. Can we do it? It's not fucking possible. Jesus Christ, how hard is it? God. One button to rule them all. Who needs keyboard? Who needs gaming keyboards? Obviously should be played with a gamepad, lol. So Tech Burst hits up to 4 guys. Does percentage damage based on difficulty, so it'll scale through difficulty. So like it'll do like 3 bars on bronze, gold, silver, platinum, the like, something. I'm just pulling that number out of my ass. It doesn't actually do that per se. Just giving examples. It'll do a percentage as you go through the difficulties. Hits 4 guys, effective against shields. And you can prime. The best part about Tech Burst is you can use disruptor ammo to prime it, which is incredible. Absolutely. So if you can get a weapon that has a high chance of priming, then you've got yourself a pretty monster class. Like the Falcon, for instance, pretty much primes it every single time. But I'm tired of using the Falcon. And figured to use something else. And here we've got the Talon. I've actually got it up to 10, but it doesn't need to be 10 to proc disruptor ammo. It's still pretty good regardless. Not all weapons are not created equal in this regard. Like for instance, I tried the piranha because the piranha is pretty nasty. Don't need a weapon class to make good use of it. And it does not proc disruptor ammo as much as it does with the Talon. Like the Talon if you can get a good center mass shot on someone, it's pretty much guaranteed to proc disruptor ammo. But the Piranha, it just does not seem to go off that much. I mean, it goes off a little bit, just not very much. So weapons like the Talon works pretty well. The Wraith is another one that works pretty well. But if you have the Talon and the Wraith, you may as well go with the Talon because the Talon is better, faster fire rates. I think the damage is pretty equal, and it comes with more base ammo. I mean, one of the big problems with the Wraith is that it just shoots too goddamn slow. Plus, you don't need a weapons class, like any class with accuracy bonuses, to make use of the to make this thing accurate, snipe people from across the map. It's no problem. The Talon can do it just well, and it packs a punch close range when those baddies can get in your face, and that is always a good thing, especially when fighting Geth. You need something that will whip the shit out of swarms and Geth hunters. Well, if it's probably a swarm, probably might get overwhelmed a little bit. But I mean, Talon, it's a good weapon. I likes it. I likes it a lot. Man, he just fired at me while he was getting fucking stunned by disruptor ammo. Piece of shit. And as you can see, not doing too bad in the score. Beating a Krogan with a Piranha. So, I mean, this should give you a good. I mean, it gives you firepower that this class normally lacks. This class on its own cannot set off its own tech burst, so you have to use disruptor ammo. And oh yeah, the Talon, I forgot to mention this. You want to go with the Talon over the Wraith because you can, you know, with the Wraith, in order to do decent range with it, you need to put the Smart Choke on it. And you use Cryoblast more. Okay, Crow, you're the Krogan. You go out there and you go get the person who died. I'm not going out there. I'm not that crazy. Tank everything, Mr. Krogan. This class by default, Cryoblast and Incinerate, they do not, you can't make any tech bursts of you. The only thing you can do is a Cryo Explosion, and Cryo Explosions are kind of crappy. Not really anything to write home about, and they're absurdly hard to, damn it, I wanted to cheese it over there. Throw arc grenades in there. I'll detonate them for you. No big deal. Take care of that. Cryo's really not so much to write home about, and they're pretty hard to detonate because the Incinerate needs to kill them. It's not like weapon damage. Oh, no, and I'm dead. Yeah, kinda figured that was gonna happen. Goddamn Pyro Hunter bullshit. Okay, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna go for an ammo run. Cryo Explosion crappy. You need to. The power that hits a frozen. The guy has to be frozen too, like frozen, solid, immobile, stunned, whatever. And the ability that hits him needs to be like throw, incinerate, energy drain, whatever. That power has to kill them, and that's the way that is by default. It's not very easy to set up. The Phase Disrupt is pretty good at setting it up, but not much else out there, unfortunately. So you can get around that, like I said, using Disruptor ammo. That will prime your tech burst, and then you hit them with the Disruptor ammo, and then you hit them with an Incinerate, hit them with Throw, Biotic Charge, Proximity Bomb, Concussive Shot, another one, and that will prime a tech burst. And you know, when you see someone's like, oh, I topped the charts with a Soldier and an Avenger 10, no problem. They're not doing that with just straight up Avenger 10 and Adrenaline Rush. They are using that in tandem with tech or Disruptor ammo and setting up tech burst with frag grenades or a concussive shot. That's how they're doing that. You know, it's not as simple as that, and tech bursts are the easiest way to you know, give your class damage that it wouldn't normally have, because with Disruptor ammo, it's one of the more underlooked features of the game. You know, you don't need to be an engineer and overload Overload and Incinerate spams. Tech Disruptor ammo will do the job just fine. I'd actually be pretty curious to see what like a full team of Demolishers, Arc Grenades, and Disruptor ammo, just the kind of AoE carnage they could cause. It would be pretty interesting to see that. And I actually think the fastest, like the speedrunners, what they're doing now is they're abusing that, the easiness, how easy it is to set off tech bursts. You know, you get Demolishers for that arc grenade goodness. Oh, you died in a bad place, friend. Pyros. Tech burst, see? No problem. Give me that added damage that I would not normally have. I think on gold it does like 250. I'm not quite sure how it works out exactly. At least the, like you know, biotics, they have the they have to be like rank 6. Like the higher the ranks, the more damage it'll do. On top of doing like percentage damage. It's weird. And I'm not cryoblasting as much as I should. The cryoblast, pretty good debuff. It'll weaken armor by 50%, fully spec'd out. And on top of that, it just does 10% flat damage that it will take in total. So this Krogan, when I cryoblast the Geth Prime, he should be doing some pretty monstrous fucking damage. On top of Tech Burst, and then Talon right in the grill. This is Talon 10, by the way. My second level 10 ultra rare. Also have the Javelin at level 10, but the Javelin not really a not a very good sniper rifle. I mean, I like the scope on it. That is about it. Damn it, everything's dying too fast. Krogan going crazy. And the Bloodlust Madman on. Oh, and we got Snap Freeze too. We should have some serious debuffage going on. Maybe I don't need to use Cryoblast. So, Tech Burst. It will make even the most perceived wimpiest of classes, pretty damn amazing. So, Quarian Engineer, never look at her the same way. See? Look at that. Not, won't give you the landslide victory like a, oh god, oh no! Geth Hunter gangbang. Oh god, he's a brave Krogan. Incinerate at the feet. Well, actually, that wasn't at the feet. I'm running away anyway. Jesus. Geth, why are you so cheap? Instant death all around. See, and with the any tech burst setup, you get tech metals, and usually if you're just using your tech power straight up, you know, it's not a very easy metal to get, but with tech burst, they count towards that tech. Oh, look at that, the cryoblast actually. Oh, maybe that was just a snap free. Never mind. False alarm. So use of tech burst, incorporating that into your arsenal. Very solid way to give you much needed firepower. Turn the female Quarian Engineer into a competitive class. Not too bad. Now, granted, there are better options because, like the Solarian Engineer, for instance, be a lot easier to set off the tech burst, and you get energy drain, which is a pretty nasty ability in its own right, making you much more tanky. Put on that shield gear, you're pretty hard to kill him. And decoy is pretty GG no re. But shoot with something that will proc tech ammo relatively often. Talon, Talon, Wraith, Falcon all have a very good chance to proc tech ammo. Don't try the Matic. I tried the Matic, didn't work out so well. Piranha also doesn't work well. Striker works pretty well, but the Striker kind of requires a non-power class in order to make the most use out of you know, it has that ramp up time. So don't use the Striker on this class. But if you're using it on a soldier, maybe that'll work out pretty well. Get that concussive shot, set off tech burst like a champ. Oh, I bet you didn't know about this. Joys of playing Glacier too much. Never mind. And then my Incinerate hits the wall. Wah, wah. So those are the 3 that I know of. The Falcon, or 4 I should say, excuse me. Falcon, Striker, Talon, Wraith, all very good at proccing ammo effects. So if you have any to add, feel free to post them, because the more weapons you can use, the more better. And I realize not everyone's going to have a Talon or a Wraith. I'm sure there's some people that don't even have a Falcon yet. So, anything to add to the pot of guns, feel free to share. And I mentioned this in the Slayer video, but maybe if you haven't watched that, the reason why I'm always firing in cover is it makes the Talon a lot more accurate. It tightens the spread. Don't ask me how that works out. It's crazy space magic, something of that nature. But the gun's so good. It's something I'm willing to do, no problemo. Okay, the Krogan's over here hogging all the goddamn kills. I'm gonna come over here. What do we got going on here? Let me go ahead and take that spot from you. Appreciate that. Probably don't need the cryo blast with snap freeze going on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I wonder if it stacks debuffs. That would be real nice. Fuck your lame ass cheap turret. Plus the Talon packs a good punch, and this would be if you have the Talon, I would give any class that you're gonna focus on, any engineer that you're gonna focus on tech burst with, I would go with the Talon. Gives you great recharge time. It's very light. It's a very good gun to use without any weapon damage bonuses. Lightweight, packs a punch. I mean, there is nothing bad about the Talon, and you don't need to use the clip capacity. There's 4 rounds on it is more than enough to kill, you know, any of the little guys. And at level 10, that's probably a bit far off for a lot of you guys, but at level 10 with a rail lamp, pistol rail lamp 3, 1 shot will take off 1 bar of armor. So you can use it with the extended barrel and armor piercer. That's the biggest reason why, is because you use both of those mods. Like with the Wraith, you would have to use the smart choke. You would have to use a smart choke and then make a decision between the damage or the armor. And you would have to use the armor because you need the disruptor ammo for tech bursts. And I don't like having to make a choice like that, and I want the best of both worlds, so the Talon will fit that bill perfectly. So, to summarize, disruptor ammo on an engineer. Incinerates or overload, energy drain, proxy bomb, lots of things can proc tech bursts. And it'll give you that much needed firepower to top overpower classes like Krogan Vanguard with Piranha 10s, because that is pretty good. So we've got the Amps WAP special. I had to ask my good buddy over there for his Quarian build. I was interested. I was actually using something very similar, except I didn't get the rocket on the turret, and instead opted for the 10% weapon damage. But I don't know, you can go either way, it doesn't really matter. Burning damage, pretty standard. Don't get the freeze combo. This is bugged and does not work. Don't do it. You just be wasting your talent points. Go and get the armor one. That's what you want, that's what you need. Cryo blast, AoE, cryo explosion, 10%. Oh, 10% damage. It's so good, and it weakens armor. It increases damage to frozen and chilled targets by another 15%. Cryo blast, so good for debuffing. Underutilized, underappreciated. Power damage for harder hitting incinerates. 3 pity points in fitness. So, tech bursts are good. Quarian, female Quarian engineer, not that bad. Be sure to give her a whirl, give it the tech burst treatment, and I'm sure you will be seeing some positive results. And as per customs, we will take a look at... Oh, wait, that's not what we want to buy. Premium, come on, Harrier 3. Still gunning for it. Game doesn't want to give it to me. Oh boy, thermal clip storage 5. Not that I camp near ammo boxes anyway. Oh well, 1 pile of garbage out of the loot table. That's one way to look at it. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, peace out.